Hey guys, sorry I haven't posted in literally forever. It's been like a month or two, I don't know, but I'm finally back. So the reason why I was gone was because I had a lot of stuff. Um, you know, I was just really busy. Um, and I should be posting more now than I was. So, yeah. But today we are going to be ranking every single Plants vs Zombies one, all Plants and Zombies. This was requested by, I forgot who it was requested by. One of my friends requested this, um, and I'm gonna do it. So yeah, this is all of them apparently. Supposedly, I hope it is. Pretty sure it is because it looks like this is all of them. But yeah, starting off. Oh yeah, we have S, A, B, C, D, F. Don't know. If you guys don't know what Plants vs Zombies is, it's a very old game. At least the first one is. The first one was very, very old. I mean, I think it was like 2009 maybe. When it was released, and yeah, it's incredibly old. There's basically, actually, I think it released in 2006, but the major update that added like a lot of Plants and Zombies was 2009. I was like the final update. Um, it's basically like a tower defense game, kind of. It's not really. I wouldn't say it's hard. I would say it's probably like. Actually, yeah, it is hard. If you've ever done Adventure 2, that is hard. Or Survival Endless, that's hard too. Survival Endless is probably the hardest one. Especially Fog. Fog is probably the hardest in Survival Endless. But yeah, never gone there. So, the furthest I've ever gone was I beat Adventure Mode. That was like the first. I've never really tried Adventure 2, but I guess I can try it. But yeah. First of all, we have P-Sure. Which very basic. He just shoots out peas, but you absolutely need him to play the game. I feel like if you don't have him, you're not gonna do very good. So I would say that this would go in like A. Like you definitely need him. I do like P Shooter. Obviously, I don't know anybody who really hates P Shooter. I mean, if you hate P Shooter, I don't know what you're doing, but yeah. I definitely like P Shooter. He's definitely, you absolutely need him. If you don't have him, you can't win the game. I mean, obviously because you have to rely on lawnmowers, which is incredibly hard to do. And yeah, I've actually tried to run without P Shooter, but that didn't go very well. Like my first plant was sunflower. It was a mod, by the way. First plant you got was sunflower, and you have to be so lucky that they spawn in like the rows correctly, but not only that, but also like the waves have to be like split up, like they can't be together. Or no, they have to be together, not split up. That's what I meant. So the lawnmowers can get everyone, but it's really hard to do. And I just couldn't do it. I couldn't get past the level. So yeah, I'm gonna put him in A. Okay, next up we have sunflower. S, obviously. You absolutely need sunflower. I actually don't know if it's a he or she. I think it's a she, right? I can picture sunflower being a girl. I don't know. Could be a boy, but I don't really know. You really need sunflower. It's like the most important plant in the game, isn't it? Yeah, it's like it literally is. Because if you don't have sunflower, uh, it's like almost impossible to beat the game. Actually, I think someone has beaten the game without using sunflower, but like the level of difficulty. I think Adventure 2 is not possible, but Adventure 1, um, I know it's possible. Sorry, I played the mobile version, not the PC version. That's why they have Adventure 2. I don't know if the PC version has Adventure 2 because I know the PC version's a lot different, but I play the mobile version, so yeah. Next up we have Cherry Bomb. Okay. Uh, Cherry Bomb is go. Wait, you know what I forgot? I forgot to say who made this. Who made this, anyways? Oh, Frankie FT 2000. So credits to him. Um, but next up we have Cherry Bomb. Okay, I would say probably he's very useful in like waves. I feel like where they're bunched together. I feel like it's very useful then. But I mean, even then, he's not. He's not. He's. I think it's like B. I think yeah, he's probably B. I don't want to say A because I don't really. I mean, I like sometimes use him. I use him on the early levels. Uh, I feel like Night I use him a lot. I don't know why. I just do. I use him more in Doomshroom for some reason. I feel like he's just Doomshroom. I don't know. Maybe I don't. Doomshroom we get later. That's why I use him more. But once you get Doomshroom, you're like, oh. Well, in the day levels, I use this guy a lot. Uh, yeah, probably more than Jalapeno. But yeah, more than Jalapeno. But yeah, that's just me. Okay, next up we have Walnut. Okay, I would say like, oh, is he better than Cherry Bomb? I think he is, right? Cause you like it can stop zombies. Oh, but Cherry Bomb's an instant use. Actually, no, he's not. It's not better. I think he's behind it. It's very close. So I think you get Cherry Bomb first and then Walnut. And then you get Potato Mine. Yeah, this is like an order, I think. Yeah, it's like an order. Okay, that's kind of cool. It's an order. Um, but yeah, you get Walnut. Generally the fourth plant you get. Wait, would that be fourth? Yeah, that'd be fourth, right? Because you get Pusha first. Wait, no, you get Sunflower. It'd be the third plant you get because you already get Pusha on the first level. You just instantly get him, apparently. So yeah, um, I said the main character. I always thought the main character was Pusha, but now I'm like, I think it is Pusha because you get him first. Then again, Sunflower's also very insane. I don't know. Alright, next up we have Potato Mine. Okay. If you guys do not know me, I absolutely spam Potato Mine. Um, on like, is it pool levels? Yeah, pool levels. Wait, no, that's not Potato Mine. That's a different one. Never mind, that's a different one. But Potato Mine, I usually use him. I think like I feel like fog levels I use him more. Day levels I rarely use him unless I absolutely need to. I think pool levels more than day levels, and then night levels I don't use him at all. But roof levels obviously not because he doesn't work. I don't think. So yeah, I'm gonna put him like in probably back of B. I want to say C. I want to say C because I just use him more than I used to. I actually barely used to use him, but uh, his cooldown's actually not that bad. You know, not a very bad cooldown. I mean, not the cooldown like the seed packet cooldown, but like the cooldown until he rises. Um, it's like probably like 20 seconds, I'd say, 30 seconds maybe. Uh, but yeah, his cooldown's not that bad. So I feel like it used to be worse, but that could just be me. Okay. Next up we have Ice Pea or Snow Pea or Frozen Pea. I always forget what this guy's name is. I think it's Snow Pea. Um, so Snow Pea is like S, like a back of S. I think he is so good. Like I use him probably most of the time. Yeah, most of the time I use him, unless I just don't have enough sun to get him. Like if it's like a one wave, usually I don't use him. But if it's like three waves, of course I'm gonna use him. Two waves most of the time, yeah. But yeah, basically it's just it's just pretty sure Snoopy is like back of S. Let me know if you guys agree with that. That one's like I use him a lot. It just freezes people. I just like the zombies slowing down. Sometimes they go too fast, especially the All Star. The All Star, I do not like him. What else? Another zombie, Jack in the Box. He goes past the ladders. No, he doesn't work on ladder zombie. Uh, Ooh, Dolphin Rider Zombie. That's another one. Another one that goes fast. Not really pole vaulting. Pole vaulting zombie. I just kind of stick a random plant at like a low cost plant in front of it, and then it just jumps over it. So, yeah. Okay. Next up we have Chomper. Chomper is A probably. I would say he's better. No, he's not better than P-Sure. He's probably right there. Yeah. Solid place right there. He's better than Cherry Bomb, I think, but worse than P-Sure. Wait, that's kind of hard though, cause P-Sure is like better in a different way. Like you use him. I think he's better than P-Sure actually. Uh, he's probably yeah right there. Because he's instant use. His cooldown is not that much. Like, not the C packer cooldown is not that much. I usually just like don't wait for him to start to eat zombies again. I just like whenever he's chewing, I just plant another one. Just delete it, plant another one because the cooldown's faster. It does use more sun, but I mean, that's like when I have a lot of sun and I just have to use them because why not? But yeah, I usually just use Chomper. I say what levels do I use Chomper? Probably roof levels, I would say. Wait, how long am I recording? Okay, why am I going so slow? Maybe I should go faster. Alright, repeater. A. No, actually, probably front of A. Yeah, front of A. No, actually back of S. Back of S. He is really good. Really good. I actually use him a lot of the time. Uh, I would say. Like he shoots two P's, of course. If you don't know what he does, he just shoots two P's. Uh, so it's like a two times P sure. It does cost 200 sun, but it uses two, it doesn't have to use two lawn uh spots, whatever they're called. Uh, you just use one. So I generally think it's better P sure, but I usually plant P sure, then Snow Pea, and then repeater. If it's like a three flagger. Usually it's two flag, it's just plant Pusher and Snow Pea. And if it's one flag, it's generally really rare that it's one flag, but just Pusher usually, but I don't know. Okay, next up we have. What is that? Is this. I forget what this. I always forget this name. It's called. I know I use it a lot, I just always. Pushroom. That's what it's called. Okay, so this one's like A. Actually, no, it's like B. It's like what am I even talking about? It's like there. Like, it costs 0 sun. Well, actually, for it costing 0 sun, it does have the range of like, it has an insanely low range, but, for costing 0 sun, I would say it's like there. Like, pretty darn good. Because think about it, it's not 100, it's 0. So you're not even doing anything. It's basically like free. Yeah, I mean, it is free. It's free. It's a free spot. You might as well use it at night levels because it's literally free. Uh, but yeah, I used to think that he was like absolutely horrible, but he's actually like insane. Like free, like that's the only free play in the game, isn't it? Yeah, that's like the only free play in the game. So yeah. Okay, Sunshroom. This one. I feel like it's like I have to use it because if you use Sunflower at night levels, it's just slower. It's a lot slower process. Sunshroom's a lot faster, I would say. So, probably going, B, probably like right there. Yeah. Right behind Hillshroom. I would say he's like okay. I mean no, not okay. He's good. He's good. But I don't know. I just think he's not very it only does 25 sun, or not 25 sun. It only does 15 sun at the start, but then it grows and then it does like 25. So I mean it takes a while to grow, I'm not gonna lie. Probably like 2 minutes, I'd say, to grow. And by the time usually it grows, it's like almost over. So, yeah, it kind of sucks, but yeah. Okay. Next up we have fume shroom. I feel like these two I always get mixed up. I always call this one puff shroom and this one fume shroom, but this one's fume shroom and that one's puff shroom. So, okay, fume shroom. Did I say that right? Yeah, fume shroom is honestly A, probably, because of the. So the reason why I'm putting it A is like in back of A is because it is like the reason why it's so good is because the shield zombie. If you guys have not encountered the shield zombies yet, well, you probably have, but the shield zombies, it's like the main thing for it because it just goes right past the shields. It also works good for like ladder zombies. I feel like ladder zombies I usually use them a lot more, and then like what's another one? Well, I gotta look. Is that like it basically? I think that's like pretty much it I use them for. Yeah. Everything else is like not really useful, but mainly ladder zombie. That's like the main one. But yeah. Uh or not ladder zombie. Shield zombie. Is that what it's called? I don't even know what it's called. Screen door zombie. That's what it's called. I usually use it for screen door zombie. Shield zombie. It's kind of funny. Okay. Next up we have. What's this guy's name? I forgot what this guy's name was. Gravebuster, that's what it's called. Gravebuster is probably. Isn't it Gravebuster? Yeah, it's Gravebuster. It's probably gonna go in like C. I think he's like mid, low key. Yeah, he's pretty mid, I would say. Honestly, yeah, solid C right there. I literally only use him for night levels. Fog levels, there's no graves, so I don't use him. But I only use him for night levels. And usually the graves, like, I only use him for, like, later night levels. But the earlier ones I usually don't use them for. Like, until, like, maybe 2-7, I probably use them right there. And then maybe 2-6. I don't know, it just depends on, like, where the graves are. But, yeah. I only use him for, like, 3 levels, but I'd say he's, like, mid, because you kind of have to use him sometimes, but sometimes you don't. So, yeah. Okay, next up we have Hypnoshroom. Okay, I'm low-key gonna say this is a little overrated. I think it's not that good. I used to think it was good, but honestly now I think it's like C. I don't. The reason why is because you can only use them during pool night levels, and also, well, you can use them during day levels, but you just have to do the coffee bean thing, and I hate doing that, so. By the way, I like never use night plants during the day. Like, never. I literally never do. Like, I never get the coffee bean. I never even touched the coffee bean before. I don't even really know how it works. Okay, well, I know how it works because I've seen videos of it, but you just put it on top of it and it wakes it up, but, like, I, like, never use it, so, yeah. I'm honestly gonna put it in front of C. He's not the best. Like, he hypnotizes zombies. I guess he is a instant use plant, technically, I would say. But no, not really, because he stays there until a zombie eats it, but it basically makes a zombie like into the plant side, if you like get about what I mean, and it starts like attacking other zombies. What the? And it starts like attacking other zombies, but yeah. Next up we have Scaredy Shroom. Okay, Scaredy Shroom is honestly like probably C. Like, maybe back at C. He's not that good. He does cost 25 sun. Don't get me wrong, he does do that. But for 25 sun, he acts like a pea shooter, I would say. Really, I do use Scaredy Shroom a lot, I'm not gonna lie, but do I like using him? No. Because I feel like the zombies always get to him, and then when they get to him, he just hides, and it sucks because then he starts eating everything, and yeah, then you have to use an instant place plant like Cherry Bomb or like Neem Shroom, and you have to like get him. But Hypnoshroom is, or not Hypnoshroom, Security Shroom is like mid. Like probably one of the most mid plants on here. Because I don't know, I just barely use them. Or, well, I do, but I just don't like using them. Okay. Next up we have Ice Shroom. Okay, I kind of mess with this. I kind of mess with him. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's probably B. Like, probably front of B, I would say, yeah. I do mess with Ice Shroom, because he freezes everybody. I think I just really like freezing zombies, not gonna lie. I just really like slowing down zombies. Uh, Ice Shroom, like, works best with that, because he freezes every zombie on the map, I think. Like, literally every single one. I think he has, like, the most ranged plant of any plant in the game. I'm not even gonna lie. He literally freezes every zombie on the map, I think. So, I think he does have the most range plant in the game. But I do mess with him. I just hate that he's only at night levels. That'd be so insane if he was during the day too. He'd have to use Coffee Bean. Okay, next up we have Doomshroom. I'd say this is A. Like, maybe like there, in A. It is really hard to rank instant use plants because they're obviously better than, like, regular plants, like shooting plants. But the only thing is it's just hard to rank it because you don't like using it, but at the same time, it's like, oh, like when you use it, it's like you get a relief. I don't know, it's just hard to rank him. But I'd say I put it like right there because I think he's worse than Pea Shooter, but better than, uh, I already forgot Fume Shroom. But yeah, I would say that's a pretty solid spot right there. Okay. Next up we have Lily Pad. Okay. This is incredibly hard. What am I supposed to put this? Okay, well, you obviously need him during pool levels. You actually don't need him. And it's a crazy thing because if you get like a combination of like Starfruit or, oh wait, you don't even get Starfruit until later levels, that's right. So you have to use Lily Pad, never mind. I think you have to. Unless you get like Cherry Bomb and like just spam it, but I don't even think it's possible. It might actually be possible, I don't know. But uh Lily Pad's probably gonna go in C. Like it's in the most like back at C probably. Like you need him, but he's not like he does anything like P-Sure. So back at C probably. I mean, yeah. I mean that's pretty much it. You know, you can plant like, I guess it is nice to plant a cattail. Cattail is like, I love cattail. He's like probably one of my favorite plants in the game. But you just have to have a lily pad. So I guess that's a little bit good, but I'm still putting it there. Okay, squash. Okay, I also mess with squash. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I use him a lot for Zomboni. I use squash and jalapeno a lot for Zomboni. But squash is probably like A. Like probably in front of A. Like I could put it in back of S, but I don't think he's that good. No, he's not that good. Uh, but I'd say he's like front of A. I mean, he's better than Chomper. I feel like because, well, he can get multiple zombies. In like one, it just has to be in one area though. It has to be in one square, one spot, one square. So, and if it's in one square, you can get both of them. But that's why I like him. Like if there's like a lot grouped together, you can squash them. It's pretty insane. Okay, next up we have 3-Peter. Okay, this is S. Like there. Like 3-Peter is so good. You can use him. You don't even really have to use the lily pad once you get 3-Peter because it just shoots in the pool for you. It's a lot better. You can, obviously it's so expensive. It's like 325, but it's worth it. You can it's just way better. It's like a normal P-Shooter except 3 lanes. Like it shoots one in that lane, one in that lane, one in the other lane. Like it's a lot better. I love the concept that you added some of these plants in the game, because like some of them are unique. I feel like Three Peter, for example. Would have thought of that if I made that game. If I made PVZ. Yeah. Okay. Next up, we have. We might only get to the. We might have to do a part two. I think. Yeah, probably a part two. Okay. Next up, we have Tangled Kelp. I would say he's probably around like B, probably. He's probably like there. I'm back at B. I usually don't use him at all. The only time I really use him is if I absolutely need to, and there's like a. So the most I use him is probably Snorkel Zombie, but then it's probably Dolphin Rider Zombie. But usually Dolphin Rider Zombie, I just plant like a lily pad in front of it and then just jumps over it. Uh, that's usually my approach. But if I can't do that, then I usually use Tangled Kelp. But that's like the only time I use him. So yeah. All right. Next up we have Jalapeno. Back of S, probably. Yeah, back of S. He's better than Squash. I use him like a lot during like pool levels, and then during like I feel like during like when there's Zomboning, I use him a lot. That's like the most I ever use him. And then when there's like a lot in one lane, like a lot in one. Wait, is that one lane or one column? I think it's one lane, right? That'd be a lane. If there's a lot in one lane, I just use Jalapeno and it just shoots the whole lane off. So, pretty good. Wish there was like a column one. That'd be insane. That'd be insane if there was. But yeah, he's pretty good, I'd say. Okay, Spikeweed. That is next. Sorry. I would say Spikeweed would be in like a solid. So I feel like I use him only whenever like Zomboning. I only use him. Really? I mean, I don't really use him for anything else. So like B probably like there, probably there. I rarely use him at all. I'd say if you plant like a walnut and then plant a spikeweed in front of it, that's probably like the best approach of spikeweed. I used to use him more, I'd say, but now I don't know. Survival endlessly, like barely use him. By the way, he's just not. At least I don't, because he's just not. He's just not. He doesn't do anything. I mean, he breaks whenever you. Wait, does he break? Oh yeah, he does. Whenever he gets hit by a zombie. Uh, Now survival pool endless, that might be a different story. That might be a different story, honestly. Uh, Never done survival pool endless though. All right. Next up we have Torchwood. Okay. This one is like A. Like, I use some. No, I think it's like B actually. It's probably front. No, he's like there. Uh, he's actually less than I thought at first because I actually don't really use him. You know? Survival Endless, you have to use him, but because it's like the damage is just 2 times or something. Uh, Maybe like a 1.5. I don't know. But he does do more damage. What I kind of wish it did was like every time you plant a Torchwood, like in the same, like say you have a Peacher and a Torchwood on the same lane, if you put another Torchwood right in front of that other Torchwood, it would like multiply it by 2, and it multiplies by 2 every single time you put another one. That would be a crazy concept. Like I feel like that would make the game even better, but I don't know. It could be like really bad, but I don't know. Honestly, I think he's like right there though. Okay, next up we have Tall Nut. Ooh. Okay, this is like the king of stopping Pogo Zombie, which I absolutely hate Pogo Zombie. He's like the worst thing ever. Dolphin Rider Zombie is also another one, but I think mainly Pogo Zombie is what I use him for. But I think he's like A, honestly. Like there, an A, back to A maybe. He's just like, a lot better than Walnut because he stops Pogo Zombie and Dolphin Rider Zombie, which I absolutely hate those ones. Snorkel Zombie is another one I hate, and then I hate Zomboni. I hate Football Zombie, Gargantuar, Ladder Zombie. I absolutely hate too. Jack in the Box is kind of annoying. I feel like Disco Zombie is a little annoying. Or Dancing Zombie, whatever you want to call it. I don't know why I call it Disco Zombie. I just do. Alright. Next up we have, okay, Sea Shroom. I really only use him for like Foggles, and the cooldown is insane. I honestly think it's gonna go in like D, probably. Because the cooldown is so, like, I honestly think they were supposed to make it less and they just glitched the game or something whenever they updated, and they just never noticed. That's what I honestly think, because like I honestly don't think they purposely put it in D, or purposely put it what purposely put the cooldown like that long. I honestly think they accidentally did that, because I don't know why they would do that. Maybe it's because you don't need a lily pad. I don't know. Because I guess you don't need a lily pad, but at the same time, like, I don't know. I just think it's D. Yeah, he's not very good. Okay, next up we have, okay, I honestly Planter. I think he's like C, right? Or he's really good in Foggles, though. You know what, maybe B. Maybe like, maybe there at B. I'd say he's like somewhat good. You only use him for Foggles. He just like takes out the fog basically. The range is kind of insane, I'm not gonna lie. But I don't know. I wish it took out like all the fog instead of just like part of it, because sometimes there's a lot of fog and you need like 4 plant turns, and it kind of sucks because they eat them. But I kind of wish they were unbreakable, but they're not. Yeah. Next up we have Cactus. Okay. Cactus is really only used for like Balloon Zombie. I actually don't use them for anything else. Yeah, I literally don't. So probably like C, right? Probably there. In C, he's not that good. I only use him for. Well, he's just basically like a pea shooter, except another 25%. Okay, wait, hold up. Alright, guys. We might actually do a part 2, like tomorrow. I think tomorrow will be a day for the part 2. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys do, please like, subscribe, comment down below, guys, for your next video. This video I feel like I talked a lot more than I actually did it, but sorry, I was a bit yappy. But yeah, the next video should be tomorrow. It should be a part 2 of this. If it's not tomorrow, maybe Wednesday. Maybe. My first day of school is Wednesday, but my tomorrow is probably part 2. Yeah. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. So bye.